What's up, everybody? Canuck here. Apologies for how long it's been since the last Expos video. I've been fairly busy with stuff, but I am now on summer vacation for the next 8 or 9 weeks, which is awesome. So I hopefully will have some time to put out some more content here, as I'm really enjoying this Montreal Expos save. So when we last left off, the Los Angeles Dodgers were the 2022 MLB champions. The Expos finished where we thought we would, right at the basement of the National League East. And as you can see, we struggled to put up runs. We did make quite a few trades kind of near the trade deadline, got rid of basically all our decently performing players to try to get a little bit of youth and a little bit more depth. So yeah, we kind of struggled down the stretch there. We do have a top 5 defensive efficiency team, or we did at the end of the year. So there's a positive. We're just trying to glean a few positives off this opening season. And it's going to take us a while to be decent. I know that. I'm not stupid. So we're going to try to slowly set us up for success. So what I think we are in the positive realm of being set up for success is we have a lot of players that are essentially going to arbitration. We got a whole bunch of arbitration to look at. So we're going to go through player by player, as a lot of them are headed through arbitration. But as you can see, we don't have anyone signed really at all into next year. Like, we don't have any big contracts. So we are taking on a very, very low payroll. And that gives us a lot of breathing room. Now, am I going to go out and try to find some massive free agents? Probably not. I'm going to try to, if the price is right, we may take a little dip into free agency, but we're mostly going to be trying to, again, build that depth and try to get some more youth in that hopefully will develop into some top talent in the Expos organization. That's the goal. All right, so let's dive in. We got to do arbitration first. I do not have much of a connection to any of these players, so a lot of them are expendable. But we'll look. We're going to keep a few, obviously, because we can't, pay for everyone in free agency. But it's the ones that aren't performing, and if the price isn't right, see you later. So that's the plan. So we're going to go through and we're going to start with Nestor Cortes. So Nestor is out right now, 4 to 5 months. So he'll be back for next season. So he had a bit of a struggle. So we got him as an expansion draft pick. He went 4-9 with a 5.11 ERA. So yeah, he struggled for us. That whip is pretty high. Not really too much here that is making me want to hold on to Nestor. He is a pretty solid pitcher, though. He's got that extreme fly ball. He doesn't have a lot of velocity, but he's got some nice pitches here. I'm just a little concerned. He's kind of stayed right on, even with this injury. What that injury is, that torn labrum, is going to do to us, to him, I mean. So what are they at? A 1.1? I mean, that's not bad, and we need a decent pitcher. So you know what? I think we're gonna keep Nestor at that 1.1. We're gonna offer 1.1, see what happens. All right, we're gonna go with Eric Fettuccini. So Eric, we got, again, was an expansion expansion draft pick. Mostly a reliever role, I believe he was for most of the season, and I was not overly impressed with Eric. And he wants 2.2 million. That is not happening. So we are not going to be offering Eric a job for us. Lindblom, I don't even have to look. He's 35. He's got 40. He wants 3.4 million. I don't even need to look at his stats. That's not happening. Nick Pivetta, maybe technically our ace, if we want to say that much. He was not bad. He played the whole season with us, 8-11, ERA under 4. I mean, I think he was definitely our best pitcher. So it is someone to build off of. Yeah, he's not happy. He's not happy with his performance. So not a great work ethic, not a great leader. But again, it is someone who I could see, taking quite a few innings for us this year. He pitched almost 200 innings for us this year, which is definitely up from his Boston year in 2021. So he performed quite a bit better ERA plus wise. His WAR was a little bit lower, but that being said, we are going to offer Pivetta 4.2. I'm okay with that. Yep. So we're going to keep that offer. So yeah, basically most of our starting rotation we're having a look at. Framber Valdez, another guy who's been with us since the start. He had 33 starts for us. Led the league in walks. Ugh. So he's walking a lot of players, walking almost more than 5 batters per 9 innings, which is not great. This is a bit of a tough one because I do like Framber, but I don't love what he put up for us. His wins above replacement was 1.5. Not, it was something. 3.4 million for another year. I mean, again, this is kind of like we just need bodies in the rotation just to get us through another year. 3.4 is on the low end. So as much as I didn't love his performance, we will keep him around for another year. So we're going to offer him 3.4. Matt Bush, aging veteran. He's 36. Nothing particularly great. We claimed him off waivers. He wants 1.1 million. I don't think that's going to happen. So we will not take that. Jordan Romano, who I think he did a lot of closing for us, if I remember correctly. He actually was an all-star. Not a bad reliever. He played. He was in 51 games for us this year, so that's not too bad. 51. Oh yeah, he only had 5 saves, so I guess he played a lot of middle relief or setup. And he wants 1.1. Yeah, I'm gonna keep Jordan around. I like Jordan. Aguilar, who's down in AAA, saw 45 games, and he was actually a pretty solid reliever for us. So he's probably going to make his way back up. So we are going to hold on to Aguilar at 1.2. I like that. Scott Barlow wants a significant raise. So 2 million. We're looking at an offer of 4.6. Is he worth 4.6? I mean, he did a lot of the closing duties for us this year. Numbers were pretty good. Is he worth, what does he want? 4.6? I don't know about that. I mean, his whip is pretty good. He gave us 57 innings. That's a lot of money, though, for a reliever. So I'm going to say no. I'm going to withdraw that offer. That's a bit of a tough one. Reese McGuire, very solid catcher. I love the catcher ability. His position is strong. He wasn't a great hitter, but he's getting it done on the defensive side of things. I think he was a big reason for our top 5 defensive efficiency. I mean, yeah, he had some pretty good numbers here. Pretty good numbers. So we are going to 1.4 is pretty good. So yeah, we're definitely going to offer him that. Matt Beattie, first baseman, played 120 games for us. Hit 241, 5 home runs, 38 RBI. About as average as you can get. But again, he's a 50 guy. Starting lineup guy. What does he want? 1.2. Again, he doesn't want a ton. Yeah, I think we're going to hold on to him too. Espinal. I love Espinal. He wants to be a bench guy. So we do need an upgrade here at third base, I believe. So we're going to keep him in a bench role. David Bustamante played 153 games. He was awful at bat, but he was a very, very, very good defensive shortstop. In fact, he might be a Gold Glove guy potentially. We'll have to see. Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough. He wants to be a bench player too. So again, there is some depth there. I think we'll keep him. I was saying, man, we're not getting rid of too many people here, but that might not be necessarily a bad thing. John Bertie, not a big fan of John. So John is getting withdrawn. We're not offering him anything. Willie Calhoun, we don't even have to look at. We're definitely not offering that much. Tim LeCastro has that speed. He played 151 games for us. Again, I think he was very solid fielding wise. Well, no, he wasn't. Zone rating of negative 6.9. Yeah, he's gone. I think negative zone rating is bad. Okay, so those are the offers made there. We have some minor league free agents. Is there anyone here we want to look at keeping? Nothing that I could see. Maybe Austin Dean. Maybe. That's probably about it, huh? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so that is arbitration done. We'll sim ahead. Well, we'll sim ahead to awards here. Let's just check and see if we do have any Gold Glove winners. I can't imagine us having any. We won't have any Silver Sluggers, that's for sure. But we may have Gold Glovers. Do we? Where are the Gold Glove awards? Offseason. News from the league. There we go. Where is it? Odd. Here we go. Reliever of the year. Filter all messages. Importance. That is odd. Anyway, let's just check. Did Bustamante? No, he didn't win Gold Glove. Reese, maybe? No. Okay, so we didn't have any Gold Glove winners. Whatever, that's fine. All right, let's sim ahead to arbitration. All right, so if we're curious, if people are curious about who won awards in the 2022 season, Joey Gallo wins the MVP with 55 home runs, 128 RBIs. Yeah, just absolutely pure slugging from Gallo. And we have Corbin Burns actually winning the Cy Young. Okay, yeah. I mean, not super strong Cy Young numbers, but they'll do. So that is back-to-back Cy Youngs for Corbin Burns. As he's actually, now he's Milwaukee's an AL team. Bobby Witt Jr. wins Rookie of the Year. Very solid numbers from Bobby. And Liam Hendricks wins Reliever of the Year. 42 saves, 1.11 ERA. Pretty darn solid. So that's in the National League. In the American League. Or sorry, that was the American League. In the National League, we had Matt Olson out of Atlanta winning the MVP. 47 home runs, 112 RBI, hit 296, 5.83 slugging. Also led the league in runs. We had Clayton Kershaw winning the Cy Young. Wow, okay. 33 games, 9-4, 3.12 ERA. Didn't actually lead in any metrics at all. And he injured himself right at the end of the year. So, that's an interesting one. We had O'Neal Cruz winning Rookie of the Year. Yeah, I mean, fairly solid. 164 strikeouts, though. Okay. And our reliever of the year was Art Warren. And looks like Art got traded halfway through the year to the Mets. And, I mean, he's looked to be much better with the Cincinnati Reds, but he was still solid with the Mets. And there are the award winners. All right, so salary arbitration hearings. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so Framber Valdez will take our team offer. Pavetta is taking the team offer. Cortez team offer. Romano team offer. Reese team offer. Matt Beattie team offer. Espinal team offer. So it looks like arbitrators ruled in our favor the entire time. Beautiful. All right. It is time to move on to free agency. So let's kind of break down our team, what we've got, and where we need to potentially spend our money. So I like to look and see how much we have to work with. So as you can see, our payroll is very low. We got $84 million to play with. So we are going to go shopping. We're not going to probably go out and jump on some big $20, $30 million contracts. I'm actually looking at our attendance, and we sold out for the back half of the season, which is interesting. So I am going to actually up our ticket prices a bit. Okay, so let's check the pitching staff here. I mean, I could use maybe another pitcher, another arm. We definitely need some bullpen arms. So we need probably 3 or 4 bullpen arms. I'm just looking to see who we've got. We'll probably actually bring Aguilar up. That's probably it. Yeah. Cortez, okay. Cortez and Oviedo, yeah, they're both gone for a little while. Yeah, Cortez should be back. And he should be back soon. Oh no, 3 to 4 months starting. I don't know. Anyway, can't remember I can't figure out where he actually got hurt. Okay, so pitching, we need some relievers, maybe 1 or 2 starters. And we are looking at, I mean, right field probably needs a little work. A third baseman needs a bit of work. Left field needs some work. Second base definitely needs work. I mean, the team looks pretty bad right now, so we definitely got to go out and do some shopping. So I am going to go and kind of take a look at a few guys, and we'll be back very shortly as I will see who we're going to try to sign. All right, so I have been busy and I have identified quite a few targets. We're going to be busier than I thought in free agency. And also, players aren't coming overly cheap, but we tried. I've kind of poured through all free agency and tried to find, some relatively cheap players on shorter contracts. I don't really want to lock into giant contracts quite yet, with the exception of maybe one, which we'll see in a second. But as you can see, I'm kind of went a couple pitchers, 4 relievers. Basically, I have to buy a brand new outfield and also a few spots in midfield as well. So this is going to make the team significantly older, but I also looked at focusing on defense as well. So we need to offer these guys some contracts. So let's start with the starting pitchers. Like I said, I was looking to add a couple, and Tyler Anderson caught my eye mostly just because he's relatively cheap. He had an okay season with Tampa this year, 5-2, 4.07 ERA. Was he injured this year? Tired arm. Otherwise, that was about it. Didn't look like he played a ton, 73 innings, but we are going to offer him a contract. He only wants 1 year at 1.6, which I'm more than happy to minor league with a major league option. So, yeah, we'll submit that offer for Tyler Anderson. Next, and this is really the only guy that I really want looking at spending some money on. And this is a guy, an international free agent out of Cuba. This is Dante Iron Fist Mendoza. It might have just been the nickname that got me interested here, but he's got really, really good potential. Great overall. This guy might be a bit of a battle to get. would be my guess. He's young. He's only 26 years old. He's got 6 pitches, and they're all very good with the potential to get even better. Pretty decent velocity. He looks like he could easily be our #1 starter for a few years if we can get him. So looking at kind of what he wants, we got to shell out some money at some point. So, I said maybe on 1 or 2 guys. This might be someone who I want to look into giving some money to. So he wants 7 years. He wants a player opt-out at age 30. Yeah, I'm okay with that. 21 million. This isn't bad. This I don't think I might try to take maybe 100K off each part, but for the most part, that's not too bad. I like this offer. I'm going to ask for his response, and we're going to submit it. So 7-year, 161 million. That is a pretty big offer for Dante Mendoza. All right. Next, we're going to look at relievers. Again, I was essentially just going for some kind of cheap arms that'll maybe give us a year or 2, depending on how they play. Sam de la Plaine, he hasn't even sniffed. He's been struggling on, to be quite honest, but hasn't even made the majors. We're taking a little bit of a gamble here, but what does he want? Minor league with major league option. Yeah, we'll just give him that. And then next one is Geronimo Franzua. This guy's actually out of Japan, a lefty. He won the reliever of the year in the Japanese league. Great numbers. Again, these are Japanese league numbers, but he could potentially be our closer or solid setup man for the future. He wants 3 years, 5. Yeah, we'll knock a little bit down there. Ask for response. Okay. And next we got Brian Metoyer, another guy who hasn't sniffed the majors yet. Highest he's put is a high A ball, but again, he's got a bit of an upside here. Control's not great, but again, he's got the minor league, major league option. So we'll give him a deal as well. And now we look at our positional players. So we're going to start with Matt Duffy, 31-year-old, played with the the Angels last year. Not bad numbers. What I do like here is I like that contact. And I do like that he's a bit of a guy that can play a lot of everything. And he's cheap. And I think he only wants a year. Yeah, so I'm going to offer him 1.8. See what happens. I'm okay with just a year. Again, we're trying to, just fill some spots. Cesar Hernandez. I like Cesar Hernandez. He's a switch hitter. Has he been hitting well? Not really. Played 82 games for Washington this year. Didn't hit very well. He's got the solid second base positional rating, although my scouting accuracy is a little bit on the low side. We'll see. We will see. But again, he's relatively cheap at 3.8, and he just wants a year. So we will submit that offer. And at third base, I couldn't find a lot in terms of relatively cheap third baseman. This is about the best I could get, is Wilmer Defoe. Again, he's not a great hitter at all, but he can play a bit of everything, and he's a really solid third baseman. So I think he's another guy that just wants a year, right? Yeah, a year at 1.5. Easy. Hopefully we can land him. Now, I love Andrelton Simmons because he's obviously just a defensive wizard at 33. He would be definitely an upgrade at our current shortstop. He's a bit of a better hitter. But he's older at 33. He wants a little bit more money. He wants 4 years. I'm going to get him, see if I can get him to 3 years. Take a little bit off. And he's going to, says it's an acceptable offer. So a little bit of a veteran there. But again, we're really trying to focus on defense again. So we got Simmons. Now, with that being said, we still need some power as we don't have a lot of hitting at all. So I thought we'd go a little bit more power-based with our outfield. And Adam Duvall caught my eye. Again, he's a veteran, but he's got that fantastic home run power. He played with Mexico City last year, just for a year. Looks like they let him go. He only hit 197, but he hit 32 home runs. Struck out a lot, but again, we need home runs. We need some power. So this is a guy I think I will take a chance on. He only wants 2 years, so it's pretty low risk if he wants to sign with us. So Adam playing on 2 straight expansion teams would be interesting. Next we got Mitch Haniger. I love me some Mitch Haniger, another big power guy. Didn't play a lot in Seattle this year. Yeah, he had this elbow soreness, which was out for 4 months, so he didn't see much of the season at all. So hard to really judge off his numbers from this year, but last year or the year before, he played very well with 39 home runs. So I am going to offer Mitch Haniger a contract. Now, Mitch wants 5 years. I'm going to see if we can get him down to 4. Give him a player option that last year. Yeah. All right. So that's, I think, not too bad. And Manny Margot. So again, we're looking at a couple right fielders here. He has the potential to be a stud in left field. If we can get that going. He's got a great outfield range, decent bat. So I'm looking at signing Margot. He wants a 1 year. We'll go 3.8. There we go. And finally is Chris Owings, right fielder. Basically, price is right. He can play basically everything. He played for us this year. So I can't remember. Did we let him go at free agency or at arbitration, or was he just a free agent? I think we let him go at arbitration. But now that I looked, and he was a solid kind of, can play multiple positions. Let's get him back in the fold. Again, he wants a 1 year deal. So there we go. So we have spent quite a bit of money here, about 64 million. We just spent there. Well, that's if they sign for us. So we're gonna sim ahead, and we'll see what happens. All right, and right off the bat here, as we've gone ahead about a week, honestly, the guy I thought, usually with international free agents, there's a little bit more fighting within teams, but Dante Mendoza, we offered him, pretty hefty deal on an unproven player. But he has signed with us, so we're taking a bit of a risk, and he is a Montreal Expo for at least 5 years. So that is our first massive signing. So we are going to be expecting a lot out of Dante Mendoza in the years ahead, and hopefully he can turn into an absolute stud, but you never know. All right, we're going to keep simming through. All right, couple more players added into the fold as Geronimo Franzua has inked a deal with us, and he will be in the bullpen for the Expos this season. Also, Sam Delaplane is going to be signing. He's going to start in the minors for us, but that is good as well. So far, so good. Let's keep going. All right, so it looks like Matt Duffy wants a little bit more. At 2.5, we offered him 1.8. He wants to go up to 2.5. I will give him that. We'll see what happens with Duffy. All right, as we move ahead here, we're going to take a quick peek at the Rule 5 draft, in which we are going to be picking... Where are we picking? 4th. And I just want to see if there is anyone potentially worth looking at. I mean, there's maybe a reliever or two potentially we could look at, but maybe Steven Ridings I might look at. Okay. Let's just auto draft. Is he still there? He is. So I'm actually going to take the reliever. And I don't see too much else, so we're going to auto-complete the draft. There we go. All right. So we pick up another reliever for essentially nothing. And we will continue to sim into the new year. Let's just take a quick check on free agency. And pretty much everybody favors the offer, so I'm hoping we can sign all of these guys. So I'm going to sim ahead, and hopefully we have them all locked in. All right, it is ticked over to January 1st, and today was the day literally everybody we offered deals to signed. So Manuel Margot, Mitch Haniger, Wilmer Defoe, Adam Duvall, Andrelton Simmons, Cesar Hernandez, Chris Owings. They are all Montreal Expos. The only guy we're still waiting on is Matt Duffy, and he favors the offer, so we will most likely have him on the team as well. So a massive shopping spree for the Expos as we now move into $85 million. We're now 25th highest payroll. So I think we did pretty well. So we'll have to just see how that turns into, well, results next season. So we'll sim ahead till spring training and recap there and see if there's any trades that are going to be offered to us as well. All right, there we go. Duffy has signed. Hall of Fame voting results. A-Rod gets into the Hall of Fame with 99% of the vote. Wow. Only person inducted this year. Okay, well, all our free agents have been signed. We're going to move ahead to, well, let's get to spring training here. We'll just get up to spring training, and we'll let you know what happens in between. All right, and there we have it. We have moved right up to spring training. There were a couple trade proposals offered. This one for Nick Madrigal was kind of intriguing, but we're not going to do it. So yeah, we are now at spring training, and in the next video, we will make our way through 2023 spring training and get started on opening day with a brand new Montreal Expos lineup. So until then, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of the team, anything we can improve on with these videos. I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you next time.